સ્પેલિંગ ખોટું હતું? ઓકે. એટલા માટે પેલું આ ઓકે ઓકે ઓકે. આ પણ નેગેટિવ માટે બી આવતું હતું મારે એકવાર મારા લોકલમાં બહારના ટેસ્ટ કેસ માટે. અરે હા આપણે જે યુઝર આઈડી બદલવાનું પેલું ડિફોલ્ટ વાળું નાખવાનું બધે એ જ કરવાનું. Hi guys, am I audible? Am I audible, guys? Am I visible or not? Oh, I have shared my screen, so that's why I think so. I'm not visible, right? Am I visible for everyone? Okay, screen is visible, right? Cool. Okay. So, good evening, guys. How you all guys doing today? I was fixing one issue, so mine was not so good. Good evening. Good evening, Nilanjan. Cool. So, okay, just a second. Doing great, everyone. So yeah, may I know, like, for everyone, everybody have gone through what we have covered in the previous sessions? Yes or no? है ना? Okay, ठीक है. So, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Just a second. Okay, okay. So only about Saturday and Sunday's class. Yeah, cool. So now, what I'm going to tell you is we will be today is like array part two, right? 2D array part two, right? We have already been covered uh, first part. In that we have looked upon what is 2D array part one, and we have also solved a lot of problems, right? Yes or no? You know, so we are pretty much comfortable with it. Okay, so from today, like today I'll give you more problems regarding to the 2D arrays. Okay, and then we will start with working with the 2D arrays, right? So now I have many problems for you today, so please be attentive. Okay, and try to resolve as many as problem that you can, right? Now my first problem of all today is, let's say I have an array of like 1, then 0 0 0 0 2 0 0 1 2, sorry, 1 0 3 0, then I have 0 0 0 4. Okay, this array I have is that is 0, it's also 0. Okay, so I have this array, right? Can you see my screen now, everyone? Now this is my array, and like you need to tell me that this matrix is diagonal matrix or not. Okay, okay, so you need to tell me that this matrix is diagonal matrix or not, right? So a matrix called diagonal, when its diagonal will have non-zero values. Apart from that, every values that it's having, like this one and this one, okay, it should be zero, right? Okay, so if any matrix have this property, then it's something known as diagonal matrix. Okay, so this will be my input. In the output, you just need to tell me that yes, it's diagonal matrix, or no, it's not diagonal matrix, right? Okay, question is clear for everyone? Okay, okay. So this is your question. Please try to attempt it. Okay, you can try it right now. Do you want to try it now? Right? So please try it. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for your answer. Okay, please try it. Okay, so Naina, okay, ठीक है. So Naina, a matrix is called diagonal when its diagonal will have, this is called as diagonal. Okay, this cross value is called as diagonal. So apart from this diagonal value, every value is having zero. Okay, then I can say like my diagonal, this is my diagonal matrix. So if I pass this input, then your answer should be yes. But if any of this particular 3 and this 6 values, this 6 zeros, apart from this 6 and this 6, if any value is having non-zero values, then you can say it's not a diagonal matrix, right? Only zero, yes, it should be only zero. Apart from diagonal, it should be zero. Okay, in diagonal also it can be zero, but apart from this diagonal, it should be zero everywhere else. Okay, okay. No, we need to identify. Yes, you just need to identify. So suppose if you're traversing this, if you encounter that this is not zero, this is one, right? So this is not my diagonal matrix. You have to break your loop till that point. All right, got it, Nana? Cool. Rupesh, okay. So please start it. Please start right now. Please start right now. Okay. I will be giving you sufficient time to implement it. Okay. Cool. So this is your question for today. Yes, Dipanshu, here you have to anticipate that this could be your square matrix, all right? Right, 3 cross 3, 4 cross 4, like that. Awesome, Nikit. That's great. Anyone else, please try it. It's fine. Nikit, it's fine. How about everyone else? Done or still trying, or you have given up? What is the status? Everyone trying, Aradhya? Great, no problem. Please try. Yes, Nazman said, please try, no problem. Yeah, okay, I'll check it. I'm audible. I'm audible. Okay. So Navneet, I have checked your input. It's fine. Okay. Guys, are you still trying? Please post status. I have explained the logic, right? Chandrakant, condition is pretty simple, na? That if you are in the diagonal matrix, then it should be non-zero. Otherwise, it's zero. Okay. Yes, Chandrakant, please try. So otherwise, you will not get like you will not understand, right? Yes or no? This is like very easy problem, right? Yes or no? Everyone else, those who have done it, it's very easy, right? Anna? Yeah. Yesterday also I have given like I think so like very less people were there in the class yesterday in the doubt session. But in that also I have given and explained some more hands-on on the 2D arrays. So those who had present on on the previous class, they will not find any difficulties in this. For everyone else also, they will not find any difficulty in this. We'll solve lots of problem today, so please be in hurry. All right, we have many problems to solve. Okay, fine. So this problem needs to be discussed right now, or should I go further if you have solved it and if you got the logic? I want answer from everyone. Next question. Agree with Nilanjan, everybody? Skip now. Okay, yeah. But see, okay, next question. Cool. Okay. So I'll go with the next question. Everyone else have resolved it. I'm hoping so, right? Anyone from the class who had not like attempted the question due to like they are not getting the question actually. Anyone single person? Okay, I'm clicking on the poll. If you want me to like if you haven't attempted it, please click on false. If you have attempted, please click on true. Okay, so I'll discuss that. I'll discuss that. And like, can anyone from the class, can anyone tell me what is the difficulty in this particular problem? I'll discuss anyhow, but you need to speak up. Like everyone else have speak up now that they have so resolved it, right? So please speak up. What's the difficulty in this? Haven't understand the problem, or the logic is not clear? Problem is not clear. How to code is not clear. What is the problem? Please speak up. Anyone? Guys, please speak up, otherwise it will be like waste of time for you, not for everyone else, right? Because many guys have already resolved that. I got stuck in code. No problem, Parag. So yeah, I like it that you come up with this particular thing. So I'll try to resolve particular this code. Okay, fine. Okay, so condition is like having some issues. Fine, no problem. Let me share my VS Code. Second, I'm opening that. No problem, Ravina. You can try later on. That's perfectly fine. Now, I'm sharing my screen of VS Code. Let me know once you guys can able to see that. Can you guys see the screen? Right? Cool. Fine. So let me start it with the TSCD level. All right. Cool. Now it's visible. It's visible, guys. Yes or no? So it's 30th of May. Everyone else can see the files. Yes or no? Can you see the VS Code? Okay. Now what I'll do, let's say I have please verify your code along with me as well. All right. Okay. So I'll create a function to check whether my matrix is diagonal or not. Check diagonal. Okay. Inside that I'll pass my matrix, right? Okay. And uh, I'll take my matrix. Let's say let matrix is equals to, inside that I'll take my 2D array, right? So inside that I'll take my values as what, like 1 0 0 0, right? Then I have, you can see the screen, right? Everyone else? Okay, so 0 2 0 0, right? Then we have 0 0 3 0 and 0 0 0 4. Okay, all right. You can see here this diagonal, it's having non-zero values. Apart from that, this lower triangle, this upper triangle, it's having non-zero values, sorry, zero values, right? Okay, so this is my matrix. I need to call my function and I need to print whatever this function will give me the output. Okay, that's how we usually work, you know. Okay, we'll define the boilerplate code first, then after we'll work, right? Yes or no? For every other solution, yes or no, right? Cool. Okay, so in this particular thing, what we will do, we have to check. So see, we know that this matrix will be square matrix, right? Such as what, 3 cross 3, or here it's 4 cross 4. Yes or no? So my rows and calls will be the same, right? So here I'll traverse through, first of all, through my rows, right? So inside that I'll take let I is equals to 0. I should be less than my matrix dot length. Okay, so it will give me the length of the matrix. Inside that I'll again traverse for my matrix again. So j should be less than matrix dot length, because since it is a square matrix, right? J plus plus. Inside that I need to check. See, this position is what? This position is what? 0 0. This position is what? 1 1. This is 2 2. This is 3 3. Right? Right? So I'll check if my I is not equals to j, that means my every other position that I already shown you, and in apart from this particular diagonal, in every other position it should be 0, right? So I'll check key whether my a of I of j, it should be 0, right? Okay, so I'll check it. If it's not equals to 0, if it's not equals to 0, then I'll just say that it's not true, so return false. Apart, if it is, then I'll just return true, right? Yes or no? It will work now, right? Sorry, not a, it's matrix, right? It will work now, right? Okay. Okay, so let me just copy it just a second. We will not just a second, I'll just open my Mozilla. Okay, because for every time we are working with the Mozilla, and then we are copying the code in the VS Code, right? So I'm just opening my Mozilla, just a second. Just let me know once you can able to see my screen of Mozilla developer tools. It's visible, right? So I'll just paste my code. See, it's so let's check our code. We have defined our matrix, we have called our function, we have password matrix. In that particular thing, we have iterated through a matrix of rows and calls, and then we have checked if our I is not equals to j, that means this positions. Okay, this position. If I is equals to j, that means this, 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 and this. Okay. Okay, so if apart from this any position you will visit, it should be 0, right? So matrix of I just should be 0. But if it's, in case if it's not, then you have to return false, otherwise it should be written true, right? Okay, yes or no? Yes or no? Right? So let's try to run it. Yeah, return should not be here, return should not be here, return should be here. Everyone agrees with this particular thing? No, everyone agrees with the particular thing? Yes or no? Okay, so now After traversing this loop, we have to like tell them, na? Yes or no? Na? Sure. Are you sure? Next line, right? Everyone else told me that yes, it's correct. Okay, so yeah, let's check it now. If you run this by this, then see it's written what? It's returning true, you know. But if I'm just giving this, it should return what? False. Let's check it. It's returning false, you know. Yes or no? Are you getting this particular point? Are you getting it? Getting it now, people? All right. Okay. See this particular code and try to run it on your own. Can you do that? Right. Repeat if part. Okay, fine. So in the particular if part, what we have done. So what is needed? What is needed? You know? Okay, what is needed that if you are not in this particular position, that means 0 0 1 1 2 2 3 3, where your I is equals to j, at that particular position you don't have to check anything, because even if here it's 0, then it should also be called as your what diagonal matrix, right? But if in this particular position if it's not 0, then it will not valid, right? So we are just checking for every other positions that whether here it's 0 or not. Okay, so how can I access this by every positions? Through I is not equals to j, right? Because if my I is equals to j, then this is diagonal, है ना? So in for every other positions, we need to check whether my matrix of I comma j, it should be 0 or not. If it's not, then it should return false. Otherwise, it should return true. Okay, right? No, Rupesh, I will not do that right now. Okay, I can do that, but I will not do that because see, I don't want you to just copy and paste the code. You know, if you do that, trust me, you will not learn anything new. You got the point now. You got the point. You got the logic right now. So try to implement it by your own. If you have stuck like anywhere, you can see the code, right? Zero cannot be in the diagonal. Like zero can be in the diagonal, but it's not must thing. Okay, so we need not to check anything in the diagonal. है ना? It should be anything in the diagonal, minus, plus, anything. Okay, Parag. But apart from diagonal, it should be zero. That is your condition. I hope am I clear? Cool. Okay. So I'll just give you like 2 minutes of time. Just try to implement it on your own. No, Likit, it will not cause any problem as of now in this particular input. Yes. Yes. Okay. See, one guy from you got the point. See, if I do the debugger here, just try to observe what is happening inside, like behind the loop. Okay. So see, right now we are at this I equals to 0. Okay, j equals to this will run. Okay, it will check for every position of this 1000, right? Right now my I is 0, j is what, 2. Then I will j will be 3, j will be 4, and it's returning true, right? It should check every other rows, yes or no, है ना? Right? Yes or no? But it has not checked, right? Right? Okay, that's a great catch that you have observed. Like I was expecting the same. That's why I given you time for implementation of this, and that's why I haven't posted this code in the chat, right? So if you see now, it should be here because it's like allowed to karo up log. मतलब, it should traverse for every rows, right? So you should allow your code to traverse every other position, right? So if you just do with this one, and if you just, so you remember, I just did here one, and I changed this value only on the first row. I didn't check, I didn't change any value from the any other row, because I knew that it will just execute your first row only. Okay, that's why it was giving output of false previously. Yes or no? You remember that I changed here one, no? Right? So if you just do here right now, then it will give you, if it will give you output as false because I have changed this value. And if I just not, if I will not change this value, then it will return true. See that it will return true, even if here I have put down the 2 value. Yes or no? Right? Got it? Everyone else got it now? No? Don't say yes in everything that I tell. Right? That's great catch, by the way. Fine. So this is now your optimal code, right? So it will be given true. If I'm checking, if I'm changing any value of this 2 or here like this, check like this. Okay, so it will give you output as false. Yes or no? Vaibhav, okay. So Vaibhav, tell me which particular thing you are not able to getting it. It's not like it's bothering you. Which particular point? Which line? The return statement that we changed. We are putting return true in the end of the loop. Yeah, we are. But see, previously it was not here. Previously it was here. So after ending of this first inner loop, we are returning true. So it will just check for first row. Yes or no? Because I will be 0, it will be execute this much, and it will be just returning true, right? It will just check this much. No, that's why I just changed this value. You're getting now, Vaibhav? Not. Let me just you. I'll just show you once again. Okay. So it's my debugger. I'm going inside it. Yeah, Parag, okay, let me come on to your doubt as well. So see Vaibhav right now I have put my return true statement inside here, inside the loop, right? Not outside the loop. So what it will do, I equals to 0, it will execute this inner loop, it will execute this inner loop, and after that it will return true. Okay. So right now my I is equals to 0. It should check for I equals to 1, 2, 3, right? Yes or no? It should check now, Vaibhav? True? Right, but it will not. Okay, that is why it is not desired output that we wanted, right? Okay, so it should be outside of it so that it will check for every other values. I hope am I clear in this particular point, Vaibhav? Right? Right? Okay. Now what the thing Parag is saying that I think it will still return if we replace diagonal with 0. So as I have already told you that you need not to check anything in the diagonal. It should be 0 also, it should not also, right? Here it should be 0 also, it should not also, right? So it's not, you should not check anything in that. Okay, if you just run this right now also, it's giving it's false. Why it's false? Just a second. uh just a second. Okay, yeah, can you tell me returning 2 in 3 row, right? So it should be 0, right? Now if I'm running it, it's true. Yes or no? Yes or no? So in the diagonal it can be 0, but apart from diagonal it should not compulsorily. Okay, diagonal can be anything. Okay, right? Okay, so I'm just copying it and I'm pasting it into the VS Code. Okay, I'm just giving you 2 minutes to try it. Please try it right now. Don't look at the code because it's pretty simple logic. It should not take like more than 2 minutes, right? We have done similar kind of problems on weekends also, right? Yes or no? It's like piece of cake for us. Okay, I'm sharing my OneNote once again. Okay, you guys can see my screen of OneNote now. Fine. So now I'll just show you one another problem that you need to solve right now. Okay. So in that particular problem, okay, fine. So suppose you have a matrix such as A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Comma should not be there. Okay. So this is your matrix. This is your matrix, and you need to find the sum of the matrix. But how? Let me just tell you. You need to do this is one 2D array, right? So what you need to do, that you need to do sum of columns. Let's say 1 plus 4 plus 7, okay? Which will return what? 12, right? You know? Similarly, for this, it should return 15. For this, it should return 18, right? So this is your question. This is your question. Venkat, you can optimize the solution that as you want, right? But right now I have hypothetically considered that this is my square matrix. Okay. So this question is clear for everyone. This question is clear for everyone. Okay. So you need to do sum of this, sum of this, sum of this. Okay. Okay. Can you do it? Okay. You can do it, right? Fine. So please try to attempt it. Okay. Yeah, it should be output. It should be output. This one. Can we take the variables to store some? Yeah, you have to you have to take the variable only. Rupesh, you have to take the variable only. Okay. But this output should be on this. Okay. So this should be in the variable out, like in the variable of sum. This 12, this 15, this 18. But after 12, this 15 and this 18 should be in one array. Okay. It should be pushed in one array. Right. Okay. Okay. Start working on it quickly. Yes, Dipanshu, it is necessary. It is necessary, Dipanshu. I hope am I clear? Am I clear with the question, everyone? Or still any doubt? Clear? Okay. Please start working on it quickly. I want answer from everyone, so please try everyone. Okay. I will give some time to do that also, but please try everyone. Okay. Yes, you are allowed to push. Dipanshu, you are allowed to push. Okay. Guys, please share the status. Please share the status, everyone. How many of you are still trying or still want some time? Okay, I'm giving you 2 minutes more. Please try to complete it, everyone. Okay, Ravina, Dipanshu, no problem. Please try it. Cool. Okay, fine. So, can I start now? Can I start implementing? Guys, am I audible? Yes or no? I can see many of you have posted the code. You know? So, can I start implementing right now? Right? Okay, fine. So, I'll do that. Let me share the developer tools. Okay. So it was again a bit easy problem, right? Yes or no? You feel that, huh? Because we have solved a lot of complex problem in the previous class also, right? The spiral one, transpose one. These are the basic one, right? What do we need to do now? What do we need to do now? We'll just define a variable like our matrix, mat that. Let's take some values like 1, 2, 3, and we have 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Okay, these are my matrix. Okay, I need to find its sum of its column, right? Okay, or else I can also go one more if you want. And it should not be in cross, and right now I'm not taking example of that, but it can be like this also, right? So it should be like 9, 4, and 8. Okay, any value like this, right? I forget that, like that. Now what I need to do, I'll just take one blank array for my column sum, right? Okay, right. And in this particular thing, I'll just iterate through everything. So I have to just first iterate through columns, right? So I'll take my j equals to 0. J should be less than what? J should be less than your this is my 4. Let's do one thing. This is my 4 cross 3. You know, this is my 4 cross 3, guys, matrix, right? So what I need to do, I can also do like this, that my length of my rows would be defined by rows is equals to I will take mat dot length. Na? Then my call would be what? Mat of 0 dot length. And here I'll just make my loop run till my column exists, right? So I'll just do doing that. J++. Inside that I'll take for I is equals to 0. I should be less than mat dot length, that is my row. Now you can also define here also if you don't want to take unnecessary variable, right? Okay. Okay. Here I'll do sum is equals to sum. Okay, or I can also do like sum is plus equals to my element. Okay, so my element would be defined by mat I of j, right? Right. And after that, what after iterating this loop, after iterating that loop, I need to push it into this sum call sum, right? So call sum is equals to, or else like call sum dot push. Here I'll do push of sum. Okay? And after that, I'll just printing out my whatever my call sum array would be. Is it making sense? Is this making sense? Right? Let's run this. It's giving us some error. Sum is not defined, so you have to define sum also, right? So sum is equals to 0, right? Sum is equals to 0. Let sum is equals to 0 for every run. Is it fine? Is it fine? No? So let's verify it. 9, 10, 15, 17. Okay, 10, 13, 15, 8, 11, 4, 15, 7, 22. Correct? Devanshu, try to compare it with this particular code. I'm giving you some time for everyone. I'm giving you time, everyone. Please don't look at the code. Try to implement it by your own, right? You all understood now how this run is, like how this code is running, right? So we are going with this 0 0, then this 1 0, then this 2 0, and this 3 0. Okay, we are making sum of everything here. After exiting this particular loop, we are pushing it into this call sum array. And after that, for everything we are doing that for every columns, and we are printing out the whatever we have pushed inside this particular array, we are printing out that. Rupesh, we need to start from column only, na? That you need to make a sum of column, right? So we have to start with the columns only, right? I guess you are not clear with the question then. Rupesh, everyone else is clear about it? You got it, na? It's pretty easy. Okay, so you are clear with the question, then you are clear with this particular thing, why we have started with the column. है ना, Rupesh? No? Okay. So Rupesh, if tell me something, if you just want to sum this 1, 2, 5, 9, what will you do? What is the location of this? Okay, let me do one thing. Tell me the location of this one, okay, in device. Tell me the location of this one. 1, 1. Are you sure? Rupesh, have you attended the array lectures previous time, like previous? 0, 0, right? No? Tell me the location of this 2. I'm not sure, like I think so you haven't attended the previous lectures because you are mistakenly like indexing also you don't know. What is the location of this 2? Indexing of this 2, 1 0, है ना? ठीक है. Okay, fine, no problem. What is the location of this 5? Index wise, this 5, 2 0. Okay. And what about the 9? 3 0. Correct. So if you observe, then this is changing, right? This 0 1 2 3 is only changing. This is the same, right? Your column is same, na? Column is fixed, right? So we have fixed our column here. like 0 है ना, and we are iterating with the rows. Okay, we are doing I comma j. Okay, so every time your I would be incrementing, right? So first of all it will be what, 0 comma 0, then it will be what, 1 comma 0, because we are doing I plus plus here. Yes or no, Rupesh? Now it's clear why we are doing, why we are starting with the column, है ना? So please try to draw this particular thing and try to imagine this if you don't want to draw it, है ना? Cool, no problem, no problem, Rupesh. So please try to implement it right now. Please try to implement it right now. I'm giving you some time to do that. If you face any error, please let me know. Please don't copy and paste the code. Okay. Or else you can also do one thing, like make a function of this, return this array, and try to print this array from the function. So instead of this, call a function and print it whatever this function will be returning. Okay, you can also try this. You can play around with this particular thing. Okay, I'm just copying out, copy and paste this. So Dipanshu, if you see in your code, you have started with the rows. In the J, it's a of I dot length, that means columns, and you are trying to access your column and your row. Okay, so try to debug it why it's like you are getting this error. Property 0 of undefined. Property 0 of undefined. You have initialized your sum variable equals to new array a of 0 dot length. Why? Okay, so you have initialized your sum with the column values, right? Cool. Okay, and this S is your inner sum, if I'm not wrong. Yes, sir? Yes or no, right? Okay, so you did reversed, you know, you did reverse thing. You have to start with the column and you need to end with the row. I hope you are getting your problem. Joseph, push is a way or a method of array. By doing that, you can add any element to the array, you know? We have discussed about the push and pop. If you don't know about it, let me tell you. Okay, if you have this array 1 2 3, okay, if you want to push in this array a value 4, okay, so you can also add it like here, like this value 4. So try to print it out right now. Console array. So you see fourth element has been added. Yes. If you want to now, like if you want to delete a element, you just need to do pop. So try to do console.log array. You can see that first of all it has added and now it has removed, right, Joseph? Okay, I think so. I have given a homework in your class also. I'm not recalling it. I given you homework that if I need to add this 4, not after 3, I need to add this 4 before 1. What should I do? Shift or shift? It will be like this, or something else. I have given you in the homework. I'm not sure it's your batch or not. Like this. Okay. See, 4 has been added. Previously 4 has been added. How, like where? After the 3, right? Now 4 has been added where? In the first element. Yes or no? Unshift means first and shift means last. Yes. Okay, but I asked about the question. I need to add the element in the first element. Cool. Okay. So if you do push also, it will add in the last. है ना? So Joseph, am I clear right now? Joseph, okay, ठीक है. Now I'm audible, people. Okay, ठीक है. So do like I want to share my screen again, right? Just a second. Okay, so am I visible now? The voice is slow for everyone. Voice is slow. Voice is slow for everyone. No, right? Cool. So we did this, right? We did this, right? We printed it. Okay. So 4, if we do unshift, 4 will be added in the first. Push will be added in the first, right? Right? Push will be added in the last, and unshift will be added in the first. Okay. We did this. Now, if I do array, so note here, if I do array dot pop, it has removed the last element, right? I hope am I clear up to this point, everyone, है ना? Now if I do array dot shift, and if I just do console dot log array, what it should print? Can anyone tell me? Can anybody of you, anyone from you? Okay, let's print it out. See, it has removed. If I do unshift, okay, it has removed the first element. Yes or no? If I just make it big a little bit, right? Am I clear? See, you are not getting it. Joseph, you are not getting it. See, what I mean to say, first of all, my input was 1, 2, 3. If I do push, it has added in the last, right? If I did pop, it has removed from the last, right? If I do unshift 4, then it will add in the top, right? If I do shift, it will be removed from the top. Pop was removed from the last. Push was added in the last. Unshift was adding in the first. Shift was removing from the first, right? For your reference, I'm just writing it. Push will adding in the last element. Okay. Pop will adding like removing the last element. Unshift will what do what? Add in the first element, right? You know? And shift will do what? Shift will do what? Removing from the first element. Yes or no? No? So this is the functionality of this push, pop, unshift, and shift, right? So I'll just copy and paste it in your VS Code. Array methods, I'm writing it. Okay. Now, now, uh, Nazmeen, splice and slice are not same. Can anyone tell me the difference between splice and slice? We have seen the point, right? We have seen the points between this. Yes or no? Not splice. We have not seen. We have seen the splice. I remember that. Not in your batch. Yeah, only slice we have seen. Okay, fine. So see, what does splice will do? So can you tell me what will the slice was were doing if I have covered it? Yes, slice will take out the subarray, है ना? Okay. Now, now what does splice will do? Splice method will return the removed items in an array. Okay. Whereas the slice was like slice is like telling na, that method will return the selected elements from the array as a new array object. Okay. Okay. So splice will change the original array, but in case of slice, it will not change the original array. It will return the new array. Okay, it is a basic difference of that. But if I have to give the example of the no splice and slice, then let me tell you. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, fine. So see, suppose it is my array 1 2 3, right? Okay, so if I do now the array dot splice 2. Okay, if I just do console dot log, anyone know what would be the output? What will be the output? Let's see. It will give me 1 and 2 only. Okay, so it will remove the second element, right? Right. But suppose if I have like this 4 comma 5 comma 6, okay, like this, if I just do now, and you can observe it is still getting me 1 and 2 only, right? Okay, so whatever it has removed, it will be giving into the new array, right? Okay, now if I do that, now if I console this, if I console this much, okay, console dot log array dot splice 2, and this is my original array, this is my spliced array. Okay, if I do that, see in my splice, in the splice, if you see, the length is 0, in the prototype there is again 0. Okay, anyway, it's not covered right now. Okay, anyway, I'll not cover this, rather I'll just tell you that if you do now with the slice, okay, if I just replace it with the slice, can you tell me what will be the output now? I run this is my output. Why? Can you tell me why? I just spoken that, like, why? Anyone have remembered? One mark parameter. What is that? Will not change. Yes. What should I do? What should I do? That's perfect. What should I do in case of that? Okay. I need to print this line only. है ना? It's suitable, right? So if I do that, we can see now. Okay. 0 1 2. After 2, it will be printing entire thing, right? We have also seen this. Like if I'm doing 2 comma 5. Okay. So what it will print now? So for your reference, this is my 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What it will print? Nilanjan is wrong. Likhit is wrong. Likhit is wrong. See, it will print like this 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I told you na that whatever your last element minus 1 you should consider. So it will basically print from 2 to 5 minus 1. Okay, that means it will print 2 to 4 element. Okay, 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 right. Now, suppose in case of okay, so now I want to tell you some different thing here also. Like I seriously I have not covered in your batch.
I think I have covered it. I think I have covered in your batch only. Not sure why. I have given you the homework also regarding this. Not in your batch. Okay, no problem. So suppose if I have my array like this, okay, I'll not cover splice. Okay, cool. So see, this is my array. Okay, if I do now that console dot log array dot splice, I'm passing two arguments, 2 comma 1. What it will get print? Why? Suraj, can you please tell me the output? Why? Let's run it. Yeah, I'll run this. Obviously, I'll run this, but I want your brain to work. No idea? Anyone else? Anyone else? Yeah, but I want the reason why. I don't want the output. I want the reason why it will do like that. Why it will behave like that. Okay? So see, I'll tell you. If I run this, it will give me output of what? 3, right? Now can anyone tell me why it is giving me output 3? See, it should start from 2. Then after I told them like how many elements it should delete. Okay? So it should delete one element. So it should delete 3 only. Right? है ना? Great. Likit. Okay? Okay? So if you go to the documentation of Splice, you can read that from like I explained you in your batch how to read the documentation. If not, I'll explain right now. I explained you na how to read any method from the documentation, right? Yeah, mozilla.mdn, na developer.mozilla file. है ना? Cool. So over there you can also read there are four overloaded methods of slice. One will be like two methods we have seen, है ना? Another two will be explored by you. Okay, it's pretty easy also. Okay, so first method is like this 2 comma 1. Then after I can also pass two more parameters. I can also pass some items here also. Okay, let's say if I'm passing 5, what should be output now? Should be again 3. Why? You need to find it out. You can do it. You will do it now, right? Yes or no? Okay. Okay. So read through documentation. You will also get some idea how to read through documentation. Okay. So splice and slice basic idea is clear, right? है ना? ठीक है. So now I'll explain one more thing to you. Let me share this. Fine. Okay. So you guys want break or not today? Yesterday we didn't take break. I shouldn't have asked, right? Because in the previous class I didn't ask, and no one has demanded the dinner break. No problem. Okay, we'll take the dinner break right now. Yeah, yeah, you can take your dinner right now. We'll be come back in 15 minutes. We'll be come back at 9:40. Okay, right? So break till 9:40. Everyone take your dinner. Everyone take your dinner and come back. Okay, fine. Am I audible? Am I audible, guys? ठीक है. Okay. So welcome back. We have started with. Okay. So I guess I need to provide you a new problem. Wait a minute. I'm sharing the screen of the OneNote. Let me know once you can see the screen. Can you see the screen of OneNote? Everyone? है ना? Cool. ठीक है. So now your problem is that we had checked the column wise sum, right? We have checked the our matrix is diagonal or not. Now our task is, suppose I have this matrix. Okay. In this particular thing, suppose I have my matrix as 2, 15, 4. Then I have 1, 2, 15, and 2, 10, and 7, right? This is my matrix, right? So now I need to find the sum of lower and upper triangle. Okay, sum of lower triangle and upper triangle. Now the question lies in that what do you mean by the lower triangle and what do you mean by the upper triangle, right? So your lower triangle is this. Okay, okay. Just a second. Okay, this is your lower triangle. Oh, so sorry. What's wrong? What is this? So yeah, this is my lower triangle and this is my upper triangle. Okay, so I need to find the sum of both. All right. So if you see in this particular array, then your lower triangle is this. Then your sum would be 10, 10, then 6, 16, 17, and 2, 7, 24. Okay, so your lower is 24. Okay, if you, I did sum of this. Your upper triangle is this much. So your sum would be 7, 9, 11, 15, 15, 15, 30, and 45. Okay, so this is for lower triangle. This is for upper triangle. I hope this question is clear for everyone, right? Okay, so please find sum of this lower triangle and upper triangle. Please start working on it quickly. Please start working on it, guys. Please start it. Aishwarya, you need to solve the problem that I have already given. Okay, you need to find the sum of the upper triangle and the lower triangle. Okay, I have discussed the logic. Please try to like start working on it. Guys, please share status. You're working or you have given up. Working progress. WIP. Cool. ठीक है. No problem. Take your time. Take your time. Am I audible, guys? No voice. Am I like now? It's am I audible? Okay. So sorry about it. I was on mute. I get so. So see, it's my 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. This are my lower triangle. Yes or no? है ना? This is my lower triangle. है ना? So if you focus on this particular lower triangle, then your column would be always less than your row. Can I say that? Can I say that? है ना? ठीक है? So your J would be always less than or equals to I if you are working with the lower triangle, right? Now, similarly, if you are working with this upper triangle, that means this, 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 this much, and this much, right? So here, what would be a condition? This was for lower triangle. For upper triangle, what should be a condition here? Reverse of that, I is less than equals to j. It is for upper triangle, right? Simple. Okay. So you need not to do anything. You just have to define a two variable such as upper triangle and like upper sum and lower sum. And you have to traverse the entire this particular thing for one time. This is for second time. So there will be two loops for upper triangle and for lower triangle. For upper sum, this would be your condition. For lower sum, this would be your condition. And after that, you just need to print upper sum and lower sum. Right? Logic is clear. Logic is clear. ठीक है pretty easy ना it was bit easy ठीक है cool so let me go to the developer console developer tool ठीक है now so I will just delete it great Navneet so now what should be our approach here that we will be first of all defining a function let's say function find uh, lower upper triangle ठीक है ideally the name should not be that much of big so I'll just make it find triangle sum okay now what I need to do I need to pass my matrix okay so I'll just pass my matrix here okay then after I'll just define my matrix first of all okay so my matrix would be what my matrix would be I will just define it let's say let my matrix should be equals to it is my this much and this right so yeah so let me just write it here anything like if you want to find a lower sum upper sum then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 okay okay and you need to call this particular find triangle sum with the matrix okay okay and whatever value it is so I'll just print the value here only okay I'll not return anything so I'll just call my function and return like doing the console here only right so what I do now I'll just define my I comma j okay I'll define my upper sum and lower sum so us is equals to 0 that is my upper sum ls that is my lower sum that is my again 0 I'll just initialize it cool now I'll just find my upper triangle first Okay, so I'll just make it what I is equals to 0. I should be less than what matrix dot length, you know, and I just do I plus plus. Yes or no? Right or not? Right. Okay. Okay. And here initially internally I'll just do j equals to 0. J should be less than matrix of 0 dot length and a plus plus. Right. Now, and after that, inside that, what my condition was for upper triangle, I should be always less than or equals to j. This is true. Then I'll just do my us plus is equals to whatever my value of this matrix. Okay, so I'll just do mat of I and j. This is clear. Okay, this is clear now. Okay, and I'll just print it out after this loop that whatever my value of this upper triangle. So my upper triangle sum is and plus us. Okay, let's check whether it's printing correctly or not for upper triangle only. Okay, so it's printing what 26. Let me just make it a space here. Okay, it's printing 26. Let's check 5 plus 1 6 15 20 23 and 25. Let's make it again 6 3 9 5 6 12 15 17 and 9. It's correct, right? 26 correct. It's right now. Okay. Okay. Similarly, we will do for the second one for the lower triangle. Okay. So I'll just do I is equals to 0. It's the same thing. Okay. I'll not write it again. The same thing here. I'll do that. And instead of this, what should I do? What should I do instead of this? Everyone, what should I do? We have already discussed. Okay. Yes. J should be less than or equals to I for lower triangle. Okay. And here we are appending into the lower sum. Right? Okay. And here I'm just printing out. So sorry about it. Let me copy it. Paste it here for upper triangle. And here I'll just change it to the lower triangle. Right. Lower triangle sum is what? LS. Cool. Let's check it. So upper triangle is 26. We have already verified. For lower triangle is 34. Let's verify it. 9 plus 1 10, 15, 18 23, 23 and 4 27 and 7 34. Right? Okay. it was it was bit easy one, right? Yes or no? No, I'll just copy it and I'll just paste it down in your VS code. Lower triangle sum and upper triangle sum. Okay. Okay. So now, so for those who had not tried it yet, please try it down. Don't look at the code. I'm just giving you some time to write it down. I hope everyone have cleared about it, right? So I'm not giving time anything. Like this is clear. I'm hoping so for everyone. Logic is not understood. Okay, logic is not clear. Suro, that's not expected. Fine. So what I'll do, I'll just explain you how the logic first. Okay. Suroj, you okay? I should be less than equals to that logic is not clear to you. Okay, this much, right? Fine. So this logic is for what? Upper triangle. Upper triangle that means what? This much, right? So we have already discussed in the OneNote that if you are working with the upper triangle, your row should always be less than your column. Try to think about it. This is your row 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. That is your column. If you are working with this, then your row should always less than or equals to your column. It should not exceed on of your column number. It's true or not, Suroj? Suppose you are working with this 4. Okay, this 4 is fourth dimension or what? This fourth dimension or what? Fourth index is what? Roach, what is the indexing of this 4? 1 0. Okay. Now let's check about the 3 1. Okay. So what is the indexing of this 3? This 3 0 3, right? Okay. Oh, so sorry, it's Suraj, right? So sorry about it. So can you see here? Can you see here what is happening? Can you see here from here, Suraj? Suraj, can you please see here what is happening for everyone? See, for upper triangle, your I should be always less than equals to j. That means your row should be always less than or equals to your column number. Okay, for upper triangle. So we have taken this from our upper triangle. You can see here your row should always be less than or equals to what? Your column number, right? And here it's totally reverse. Your row number should always greater than from your column number. Okay, for everyone. Okay, this is for 1, 4, 7, 8, 9, 5. Okay, it will be equals to for the diagonal elements. Okay, sir, for 2 it is 0 2 0 3. It's for 2 it would be, let's check about the 2. Okay, for 2 it would be what? 1 comma 1. No, it's 0 comma 1, right? Okay, it's lying on the 0th and first column, correct or not? Okay, so it's the same case of this na, है ना निरंजन, correct ना? ठीक है, cool, fine. So I hope it's clear for everyone. Anyone who is remaining of like implementing this solution, or they want some time to implement it, like I think this is pretty simple, so it will not need any some further time to implement it, right? Line number 7, please explain mat 0 dot length. So see, here I have here this is my rows length. If you see how, if you just calculate the length of this matrix, then it will do what? This is my one element, this is my second element, this is my third element, so it will give me 3. Yes or no, Joseph? So these are nothing but my rows, you know. If you see here, these are nothing but my rows, right? Now if I just want to access, or if I just want to fetch the column number, then what should I do? I know that this is n cross n elements, this is n cross n matrix, right? So I just make any one, like matrix of 0 dot length, matrix of 1 dot length, or matrix of 2 dot length. Okay, by anything it will just give me output of what? 3. Or else if you know it is your n cross n matrix, then you can also take like this, mat dot length instead of mat of 0. I think so everyone agrees with me, right? है ना? ठीक है, it will also produce the same output. ठीक है, Joseph? Fine. So let me stop this. Let me go in OneNote. Okay. So you can see for OneNote. Everyone can see my, can you see my screen for OneNote? Right? So I'm just giving you one another problem. Okay. So you are given a matrix, you are given with a matrix. Let's say the value is 1, 3, 5, then I have 10, 11, 16, 18, then I have a 23, 30, 34, and 50. Okay, these are my values. Let's make it 20. Okay, so these are my values, and I need to find, see, for every row it is sorted. Okay, every rows are sorted, every columns are sorted. Yes or no? So basically you can tell that this matrix is sorted, right? Every elements are sorted, right, teacher? Okay, so integers, like for every rows it is sorted, every columns is sorted, right? So your matrix is sorted. All right. So suppose if I'll tell you, suppose if I tell you that you need to find a particular element in this. Okay, so you need to find a particular element in this, that whether it is present here or not, right? Suppose for an example, I need to find my target is equals to 3. This is my target. I need to find whether this is present here or not. If yes, this is my input. Okay, if yes, then I need to you need to just tell me that yes, it's present, or if it's not, then you need to just tell me that no, it's not present. Question is clear? Question is clear? Okay. So whenever you are having this kind of question, then first of all, like whenever interviewer will ask this kind of question to you, then first of all your approach should be your naive approach. Okay. So what would be your naive approach here? That you will just tell them that you have to just check for every elements. You have to just check for every elements, like 1, 3, 5, 7, 10, 11, 16, 20, 23, 30, 34, 50. You will traverse through every element. You will check whether your element is there or not. If yes, then you will return true, otherwise false. This is your name approach, right? है ना? Okay, this is your naive approach. So whenever interviewer will ask na this kind of question, first of all your approach should be what? Naive approach. It should not be the optimum approach, right? If you are given the optimum approach, then they will ask you a lot of questions regarding to that. They will, you are in doubt. Okay, so your naive approach should be this. Okay, but this is not of the optimal solution of it. Agreeing with me? Okay, yes or no? So Hariharan, my question is, you are having this array or this matrix. In that you are having this target. This is 3. You need to tell me that 3 is present here or not. Okay. So my name approach would be what? I will just traverse through each and every element of my matrix. If my element is there, then I'll just tell them that yes, my element is present, otherwise not. Okay. But this is not the optimal solution, right? That is what I just spoken. Now, what would be your optimal solution here? Okay. So efficient solution would be what? So let's take an example of that. So this name approach is clear for everyone, na? Okay, fine. So yeah, you need to spend some time on that for optimum approach, or I need to just tell you and you need to implement it. You will try, right? Okay. So then I have just asked regarding this, like name approach is clear for everyone, so that I can go with the optimum solution. But you you have to think about the optimum solution. Okay, name approach is clear for everyone. What would be your name approach? That you will just traverse each and every element, and you will just check like whether if your a of I or j is equals to your target element or not. If yes, then you will just return true, otherwise false. This is your name approach, yes or no? But once we will go with the time and space complexity class in future, you will tell that, like, you will straight away reject this solution. This is properly naive approach. Naive approach, that means the end user approach, है ना? They are non-tech people. Non-tech people's approach like this. Okay, but we are tech people now, so you need to think some solution by which you can find it optimally, that this target is here or not. You will find it. Okay, I'm clear with the question. Am I clear? Am I clear, everyone? Everyone, please say yes or no. है ना? Okay, so please think about it. I'm giving you some time for that. Rupesh, I haven't told right now what is binary search. Okay, so we'll not go into that. Likit will see it. I have seen that, but I'll not comment on it right now. Okay, Joseph, we have not discussed binary search, so don't panic. We have not discussed it. Okay, don't worry. You just need to think about the approach which we can implement it other than this, right? So I'm just giving you some time for it. I will not give more time for this. Okay, please think and let me know. Okay, so let me tell you, everyone. Let me tell you, people. We have not discussed about binary search and all. Please don't use this fancy term here. Okay, Venkat, that's interesting. Cool. Okay. So let me tell you what we can use here. My OneNote screen is shared. Yes or no? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine. So what we'll do now? What we'll do now? Let me take another example of this. Okay. So let's say if I have an array like this, that here I have suppose this is my box like this. Okay. This is my matrix. One, two, three, and four. Right. One, two, three, and four. This is my matrix. In this particular thing, I have my value as 10. I told you, that this is sorted 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Then, okay, then suppose like if I have some values like this, then it will be very big number. So instead of that, I'll just take 11, 21, 36, and 43. See, remember I told you that column wise also it should be sorted, right? Okay, so you need to take care about that as well. So like now 25, then 29, 39, and I have 50. Okay, then suppose I have 50, then here 60, 70, and 80. Okay, these values are proper. These values are proper. No, this column and row is sorted. So this element, this matrix is my sorted matrix, right? So what I'll do now, instead of starting with the rows, I'll put my pointer. I will put my pointer here. Okay, so right now my suppose let's say my target is 25. Okay, so let's say I have to find my target element is 25. Okay, this is my pointer. Okay, so now my logic would be, now my logic would be that we will place our pointer to the last element of first row. That means to the last element of first row. And now we know that, like, we already know that our matrix is sorted. So we know that everything which is left of the 40 will be smaller than it, and everything which is bottom of this 40, which will be greater than 40. For an example, if I want to find 25, then I need not to look bottom of the 40. I just look at the left side of 40. Everyone agrees with this? Everyone agrees with this my statement? you know so what I told you just now, that I have this 40 as my pointer. Everything below 40 is my greater than 40 elements. Everything left inside my 40 would be my lesser than of 25. Okay, so I need not to go bottom. I just need to look for the leftwards. Okay, so this is my new pointer now, 30. Okay, so now again I'll check whether 25 is less than 30 or not. It's true, right? Okay, yes na? Okay na? 25 is less than 30 na? Okay, so I need to move left. I need not to go in the bottom up, right? In the bottom I need not to go, right? Okay, so now again I will check with the element of 20. Is my 20 is less than 30? Correct. If my 20 element is less than 30, yes or no? Okay, yes or no? So sorry, not 30, not 30, it's 25. It's 25. My target element is 25, so sorry about it. So first of all, we have checked about 40 is less than 25 or not. It's not, so we have moved left. Then after we have checked with the 30 is less than 25 or not. It's not. Sorry, it is, so we have moved left. We have now checked with the 20. 20 is less than 25. It is true, it is true, it is not. Okay, it is not. So we have to look bottom. Look at the bottom. Okay, because if we look left, then we will not find it. Yes or no? right? So this will be my new pointer 21, right? Right? Everyone agrees with it, है ना? So 21 will be my new pointer, right? Now again I'm checking with the 21 whether my 21 is less than 25 or not. Yes, it is, है ना? It is. So what we will do? What we will do? We will look at the bottom up bottom here. Okay. Now again I'm check whether my 29 is less than 25 or not. Okay, it is not. So we will move left. Then after I'll have my target. Okay. So algorithm is clear. Algorithm is clear. Na? Yeah. Right. So element is founded now. Okay. Element we have found the element. Yes or no? So can you implement the code for this? Can you implement the code for this? Okay. Please do that. Please do that. I'm just giving you some time for that. Okay. Yeah. Please try it fast. Keshav, we have not covered time complexity and space complexity. There are separate classes for that. Don't worry, we will cover it everything. Okay. Right now, if I will explain, everyone will be confused. All right. So please ignore as of now about the time complexity and space complexity. If it's in the last, then it will find. Na? We have to go down. Okay. Again, we have to go down. If 25 in last, like this element here, then your values are also in the same way, right? So this algorithm will work in that as well. So if it's here, then every element, like every element that is on the left hand side of this 25 will be lower than that. Okay. So 25 would be the maximum element of it. Similar to the 80. If you see 80 here, 80 is the greatest element in the entire matrix, right? Okay. So this element will work for that as well. This algorithm, right? Because every rows and columns are sorted, right? Parag, I think you are missing this point. Every rows and every columns are sorted. So you will not find that this 80 is smaller than everything here. Okay, 80 would be anyway bigger than everything else, right? Yes, yes. How about everyone else? It's done, or you're still trying, or you have given up? Done? Great. Okay. So let's start with the implementation now. Let's start with the implementation now. Let me go in the browser, developer tools. I hope my console is visible to everyone else. Let me see if I have copied this one or not. Yeah, we have copied it. Cool. Fine. So now what I'll do, uh, I will just create a function for search element, right? Okay. Inside it, I'll pass my matrix now, and I will also pass my target. Okay, because target is also important. Yes or no? Right. Now I'll check whether first of all I'll just define my row is equals to, or like everyone can see my screen, है ना? Okay. So I'll define my row. My row would be my matrix dot length. Na Rupesh, are you clear now how to fetch the rows? Okay. I'm fetching my call. Okay. Then I need to do my matrix of 0 dot length. Rupesh, are you clear with it? How to fetch row and column values of the matrix? Okay na? Fine. Now I'll just do my pointer, let I equals to 0, and I'll define my j pointer would be my whatever my column minus 1. Okay. Okay. Now I'll just make my loop run till my I should be less than my row, and my stopping condition next will be if my j is equals to 0. How many of you guys got this particular condition? I hope both would be the clear, pretty clear, like straightforward conditions. ठीक है ना? Okay. Now here I'll just check whether my element like mat I of j is equals to target or not. Okay, if I have my found my element, okay, then I'll do, I'll just return true. Yeah, that's yes, my element is present in my matrix. Okay, if my element is not present here, like if my current element is not my target, then I need to do some back and forth, right? So what I'll do now, I'll just make my mind at work that if my current element, see carefully, if my current element it's less than my target, if my current element is less than my target, then what I need to do, what I was doing, if current element is less than my target, then I was looking at bottom, then I was move bottom. Okay, na? Move bottom, that means what? I will increment my row. That means I plus equals to 1, right? Or else I plus plus, anything would be fine. Else if I'll check if my current element I of j is greater than target, then what should I do? J minus minus, right? That means I need to move left. Okay. So how to move left in my, so if I just define my matrix here, let me just write it down. Okay, if I have done it, j minus equals to 1. Okay. Now uh and if I'm not getting anything, if I'm not getting anything from it, then what I need to do, I will just return false, right? Right. Okay. Cool. Now here I'll just call my function. Let's say my let target is equals to 25, or else like my target is equals to, okay, let's take 25. Okay, that we have already taken in the example. Let my matrix is, let my matrix is the value which we have taken. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40. In the second, we have taken 11, 21, 36, and 43. Okay. In the next element, we have taken 25, 29, then we have taken 39 and 50. In the last element, we have taken 50, 60, 70, and 80. Can you see all the elements are sorted in the row and in the column both, right? Right. Okay. Okay. And then I need to call my function also. What was my function? Search element. Inside that I'm calling my matrix and my target. Right. है ना? This was the whole thing that I was looking at. Okay, my target is 25. 25 is present here. It should ideally return true. Right. Let's run it. Returning true. If I'm giving my value as 5, it's return false. Right. Okay. If I'm giving my value as 90, to return false. If I'm giving it 80, it should return true. Okay. It's working. Right. Hello. है ना? ठीक है. Now, I'll just copy it. Just paste it down in your particular code. Okay. Search element in 2D arrays. Okay. So now you will learn. Now you have learned, right, how to fetch elements from the 2D arrays, right? Okay. Got it? Okay. How many of you guys have got it, and how many of you guys have doubt in it? You want to implement it right now? Okay. Got it? Na? Pretty easy. Okay. Okay. I'm just giving you some time to implement it. Then after we will move forward to the our last question of today's, right? Okay. Please try to implement it. Okay. So the algorithm here is, let's say my target element is 25. Okay. So let me go in the debugger mode. Okay. And let me copy it. Let me go here. So sorry about it. Let me go in the browser of Brave. Okay. Just a second. I'm doing it. Fine. Console. So once you can see the console of Brave, let me know. Can you see the browser of Brave? Okay. No. See here. I'm putting debugger here. Now see carefully. See carefully what is happening here. Okay. Now my matrix is this 10, 20, 30, 40, and what we have taken out. Target is what? 25. Row element is 4. Column element is again 4. Now I'm checking whether my matrix of ij. Right now my pointer is a what element? 40. Okay. Okay. My pointer is at 40 element. Okay. Just a second. I need to put it into the charge mode. Wait a second. Okay. So right now it's 40. So 40 is equals to target or not? It's false. It's not, right? है ना? So it will be go in the else condition. I will again check whether my 40 is less than my target. It's not, right? Okay. So ideally, if you see in the matrix, we are at this position right now, 40. My 25 will be lying somewhat here, right? So if I know that my every element in the my in my left will be lesser than my 40, and I know that na, that 40, 43, 50 and 80, this column is greatest in this particular entire matrix. Can I say that? So can I, if I move left hand side, then can I say that I there is probability of finding my 25 instead of going down? Okay, so that's why I'm moving left. Okay, so that is the logic of here. So how to move left here? Okay, if you see right now j is what, if you see right now value of j, the j is what, 3. Okay, why? Because we have initialized with the column -1, because we have to initialize our pointer at this 40 element, right? So if you want to decrement your column, then you need to decrement your j. Yes or no? Right? Okay, so I will just decrement my j, and I'll just check again everything. Okay, right now I'm standing at which element? 30. Okay, if you just see here, I have moved left hand side, right? Okay, now again I'm checking whether my 25 is again lesser than this, right? So there is no probability of finding it bottom or in the right hand side. Okay, so there is only one possibility of going to the left, right? So I'll again go and decrement my column. Now if you see, then your matrix of ij would be what, 20, because we have moved one step righter, one step lefter. Okay, so it's right now it will be of 20. So now I'm again checking if my 25 is greater than 20 or not. Okay, sorry, 20 is less than 25 or not. It's true, right? है ना? So we will move to the bottom side of it. Okay, because right hand side would be anyway greater than that, right? So we'll move in the bottom. Okay, so I'll just doing I plus plus. Okay, right? So if you check now of your matrix of ij, then we have moved one step below, or one step in the bottom, right? So it will be 21 now. Can you see? Right now we are standing here. Okay, right now again we are checking 25 is again greater than 21, so we have to again move to the bottom, because there is only possibility of finding in the bottom, because left hand side and above would be the lesser value of 25, right? So there is only one possibility of going down. That's why we are making it in the downwards. Now if you checking it again, your value is 29. Okay, so 29 will be what, greater than 25. So there is no sense to go right and go in the bottom. There is only possibility going into the left. Okay, so if you see now, at this particular position, your matrix of ij would be 25. Your target is 25. It is matching, so it is returning true. That is what the algorithm. Am I clear? How did you got element 40? So it's like Rupesh, it's pretty simple. If you want to get element 40, then element 40 is lying at which position? Element 40 is at which position? Coordinates of 40, row 0 and column 3, right? So column 3 means what? The last column. That means what? This one, mat of 0 dot length -1, because dot length would be anyway giving you +1 value, because it's starting from 1. Okay, so we have started from the 0th index and we moved to the last index, right? So if you consider mat of ij right now, it will be giving you the value of 40. I hope am I clear with this? Sir, at 1 2 if 25, will it be able to get that? 1 2, that means 0 1 1 2, 36. Okay, 36. So after, like, if there is 25 value here, then everything will be in the left hand side would be lesser than that. Everything would be in the below that will be the greater value from the 25. So that's how the algorithm will work, Dipanshu. Right? Got it? Yes, Rupesh. What, it will start from 10. Check condition accordingly. If you start from 10, then there is no sense to move back and forth, right? Because, so you need to reverse every conditions here. So here we have checked now that if your value is lesser than that, then you need to move left. If not, then you have to move down. Here it should be everything in the different mode, right? Okay, but is that, what is that, is that two optimal solution? Yes, it is two optimal solution. Okay, if you consider that your steps are equal or not, just try to figure it out. The steps are equal or not. If you are finding 25 for your approach, then if your steps are less, if your loops are less, then your optimal solution, your solution is optimal. Okay, but we are not right now focused on the optimum solution because we haven't discussed about time and space complexity. That's the reason. Okay. Okay. Now, now, for just a second, for column y mat 0 dot length not getting, we have got the column from mat of 0 dot length only. Let me share my screen again. Okay, this time developer console. So see here, what is column here? Mat of 0 dot length, na? Who was that? Joseph. Okay, but length is anyway giving you value of like 1 to 4 है ना? So if you consider length of this, then it will give you 4. It will not consider from 0 to 3 है ना? That's why we did this -1. Okay, now let me move to the OneNote. Now for this, I think so we are clear. Now our final question for today, is you need to print the unique elements. Okay, so this is our final question for today. Then after you are free, you need to print the unique elements. What does that mean? That does mean that if I'm giving you some array, let's say if I'm giving you hypothetically, if I'm giving you an array like this, again I'm telling it's pretty much easy question. Okay, don't feel that we are discussing in the last phase of our session, so it will be much more difficult just as yesterday's session, right? Because yesterday it was spiral problem, so I guess spiral was it's difficult to get the logic, but after logic it's pretty easy, right? Same scenario with this. Okay, so please pay your utmost attention in this. So right now my element are 1 sorry 11, 2, 2, 20, 5, 16, 20, 7, 1, 13, 5, 16, 6, 7, 18, and then after I have 15. Okay, these are my elements of my array. Okay, so you need to tell me that if there is how many unique elements in this a particular array, you need to tell me that. Okay, okay. So in this particular thing, if I'm giving you this question, then your unique elements are how much? Is 11. 2 is not unique, 20 is not unique, 5 is not unique, 16 is not unique, 7 is not unique, 1, 13, then 6 is not unique, so 6 is unique, sorry, 7, then your 18, and your 15. Okay, right, right, ठीक है ना? Okay, or else I'm giving you this question then. Okay, if I'm giving you another values, okay, such as like 20, 2, 14, then 15, 18, then I have 10, 18, then I have 14, 22, then suppose I have 88, 21, 22, 15, 10, 14, 21, and 28. These are my values. If you see in the output, then you will get 2 is a unique number, 14 is not, 15 is not, 18 is not, 10 is not, 18 is not, 14 not, 22 is not, 8 I guess so, 21 is not, 22 is not, 15 not, 10 not, 14 not, 21 not, 28. Okay, okay, okay. So this are your output value if you print this much. Okay, am I clear? Am I clear with the problem statement is clear for everyone? How many of you guys are clear with the problem solution? Okay, right. Okay, so if I'm giving the above values, Then I have no 1, 6, 11, 13, 15, and 18 as my unique values, right? Okay. Okay. Repeat the unique part. Unique part is what? Like not repeating part. Okay. If your value is repeating, then it's not considered as unique. Okay, Parag. Okay. So please start executing this. Please start it. So if I need to tell you the logic of this, okay, I don't know how many of you guys have thought about it, but if I just have to tell you about the logic of this, then uh, like you just need to take care about the frequency of every element, right? If your frequency is equals to one, then and then only you can say that your element or your array is like your that particular element is unique element. Otherwise, it's not, right? So in that, first of all, you need to like make 1D array in order to store every element's frequency. Okay, and you need to iterate through the matrix and increment value for every indices. Okay, okay, and you need to make and you need to take care about the count as well. If any element is repeating twice, and you need to make that count greater than one. Okay, ठीक है, सेम आइडिया ना? Cool. ठीक है, got it ना? ठीक है, so let's try to implement it right now. You want some time to think, or you like you want me to implement right now, or you want some time to think about it? Okay, ठीक है, ठीक है. Dipanshu, please think about it. Look at this so fast. You are so fast in every solution. It's done. Oh, great. Like Linux, right? I think so. In the first class, you told me that you uses Linux. I think so. And one guy in our session is using Mac. Who is using Linux and who is using Mac? Like one guy only uses Mac and Linux. I think so. I'm forgot the name of that guy. If you not. Yes, Dipanshu used Linux. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, Keshav. Yes, yes. The rich kid. Yeah, let's rich kid. Priyanshu, you are not active today. Why? And how are you today? I think so. Sunday you are having issues with the health, right? Not well? No problem. Take care. Okay, shall I start now? Let's start, people. Okay. So, so let's delete this out, and I'll just take my function. I'll just create a function called as unique. Inside that, unique elements. Okay. I will take my matrix. Okay, and I'll just call my function from it. Okay. I'll just define my matrix first. Matrix is equals to, I'll take, I'll take my values as 11, 2, 2, 20, 5, 16, 20, 7, and I have 1, 13, 5, 16, then I have 6, 7, 18, 15. Okay. These are my values, and I just need to call the function unique elements with the matrix. Okay. Okay. Whatever I have to print, I'll just print inside this. Okay. This is clear. Okay. This base is clear. Huh? Okay. So now inside this, I'll just take my. So yeah. First of all, let me tell you the logic once again, that we will take this matrix. We will find the maximum element of from this matrix. Okay. Because see, right now my maximum element is what, 20. Okay. So we will initialize a 1D matrix, 1D array from this. Okay. So we will initialize a 1D array of 20 length. Okay, which will have the length 20, and whichever elements comes here, okay, we will increment that particular position here. Okay. So let's say 0 is not present here. Okay. So we'll not take 0 here. 1 is present here, so it will have index of 1 here. Okay. 2 is present here, how many times? 2. So 2's index will be of 2 value. 3 is present here, no, so it's 0. 4 is present here, no, so it's 0. 5 is present here, haha, yes. How many times? 2 times, it will 2. Similarly for every elements. Okay. Okay. Now if 1000, 10,000 is present, then array will space. Yeah, that's what I already said now, like it, that we are not bothered about the optimum solution right now. Okay, we are just thinking about the different ways how to print it down. Okay. Okay, I know. Fine. Now what we will do, we will find the maximum element from this particular array, that let's suppose it's 0. And suppose we have not found any element that is like every element is repeated. Let's say my element is 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, and 11, right? So no element is unique right now. So at that particular case, I need to print like no element is unique. So for that, I'm just keeping my flag. If I'm finding any one element that is repeating, I will just make my flag as true. Okay, right now it's initialized at 0. Okay. Okay. Now I'm just putting down it, and I just creating my traversing through my loops. Mat dot length I plus plus. Here again my for loop of j equals to 0. J should be less than mat of 0 dot length j plus plus. Okay. Now my goal first of all is to find the maximum element. So we have already done how to find the maximum element. We already did on the Sunday as well. So if my mat of I j is greater than my maximum element, then I what, I assign my max is equals to mat of ij, right? So after this particular loop, I'll find my maximum element. Okay, this is for maximum element. Okay. Now since I am not considering this 0, okay, so I need to make one 1D array which will be of my this maximum plus one size, because I need not to do anything with the zero size, right? So I'll just create my let new array is equals to, remember how to create a new array? Let's say array, inside this I am just passing my max plus one size. Okay, and initially I'll fill every element with the zero. So this is method of that. So every element that I'm creating with this is will be filled with the zero. Okay, okay, because initially every element's frequency is what, zero, right? Now, for every element, I'm again traversing through my loop like this. I'm again traversing through my loop same way like this. Now, but this time I'll do that. Suppose suppose my, I'm just getting rid of this here. So I need to find my goal to find that frequency of every elements, right? Okay. So how to find the frequency of every elements? New array. Now new array, inside that the index would be what, mat of I of j. Remember I told you here that if my 11 is coming here, so I need to go with the 11th index and I need to put 1 there. All right, the frequency of that is 1. Okay, if there is 2 here, this is 2 here, then at the index 2 of this new array I need to make it 1. If again I'm having 2, then I need to make it 1 once more time. Okay, so I have to increment that, right? Okay. So after making this, you will be having the frequency of every elements. Okay. In this particular new array, you will have the frequency of every elements, like how many times they are having frequency on the original array. Okay. Now our task is to every unique elements. Okay. How to traverse through 1D array? We already know. Let I is equals to 0. I should be less than or equals to max I plus plus. Inside that, I will be finding if my if my new array of I is equals to 1. That means that particular element's ID is present there, and my that frequency is 1, right? So if that frequency is 1, that means what, that element is unique. The console.log, I'm just printing out that particular element index plus this one, right? After that, I'm making my flag as true. That does mean that I have found at least one element that is unique, right? If not, if I'm and after that I'm just taking it as if my flag is 0, that means after executing each and everything, I'm not finding any element that is unique. Okay. At that particular time, I need to just print it down that console.log no unique element. Am I clear? Am I clear with the logic? Okay. Line number 18 is confusing. This one. Okay. So let me tell you. So Hariharan, what I did here. Okay, let me just first run it down. Okay. Let me just first run it. So these are my unique elements that are present in my array. Okay. These are my unique elements. Now everything would be clear to you if I am just doing console.log without debugger. Let me just first check if you are clearing with this or not. If not, then I'm using debugger. Console.log debugger here, like new array here. Console.log new array, not here. Here. Okay. Let me run this down. Before for after. Okay. Let's run it down. See, before every elements would be 0. Okay. Right now it's updated. Right now it's updated because we are using the same array, right? Okay. So consider that before it was initially it was 0. Okay. If you are opening that, you will find the change value of it but if you just close it, you will find the initial log of it. Okay, initial log was 0, right? This is my changed log. Okay, now see here, see that and the matrix. Let's take an example of 11. Okay, so 11th would be what? 1. Okay, let's take an example of 2. Tooth, like 2's frequency is what? 2. Okay, so we did that. We will go in this particular line, we will go at the indices of this value. Okay, that means first of all it will go in this particular array, which was initially it was 0. It will go at the of index and it will make 1. Okay, so if you consider it, the after the first iteration of it, everything would be 0, this would be 1. Okay, if you take an example of this 2 after, so it will find the index of 2, it will make 1 here. After that it will have 2 here. The 2's will be the second time. Initially it was 1, it will be increment to the 2 here. That is why we did the plus plus here. Okay, so after doing that we will find the frequency of every element. Suppose for an example, here 21 is not present, right? So if you see here, there is not 21, suppose if there is 4. Okay, 4 is not present here. See, the value of 4 is 0. 3 is also not present here. 3 is also 0. Yes or no? Okay, Dipanshu, Priyanshu, Ikta, Hariharan, everyone is clear? Okay, that was our basic approach that we can implement here. Okay na, right? Okay, so I'll just copy it and I'll just paste it down in the Visual Studio Code. That is for finding the unique elements in the 2D array. Okay, so that was all for today. Please try to implement it without looking at the solution. Okay, but I was thinking different way, so just wanted to know it is the most optimum. No, it is not the most optimum solution. Okay, Dipanshu, it's not the most optimum solution. There are many loopholes here. Okay, one of the loopholes was identified by, I think so, Likit, that suppose we have 100 like thousands of elements. Okay, so at that particular time it's not optimum to create this new array of size 1,000 element and traverse through it. It will take a lot of time, right? So we will look into it, no worries on that. Okay, it was one approach by which we can doing that. Okay, yes, Likit, your solution was somewhat optimum. I just look at the code, I was not looking at the output. Okay, so I'm not aware about the output, but the code looks optimum, logic would looks optimum. Okay, okay, all right. So on that particular note, I have uploaded everything on the VS Code. I'll upload that on GitHub as well after this lecture. Okay, we will meet tomorrow, like I mean to say Wednesday. We will start with the functional advanced JavaScript concepts. Okay, advanced JavaScript concept that we will learn. In that particular thing, we will learn the closures, IIFE that I had explained in one of the sessions, right? Okay, so from the next 3 lectures would be most important, because on that particular 3 lectures we'll be learning advanced JavaScript concept part 1, part 2, part 3 straight away. Okay, do not miss any of the session. It will be highly informative. Just as that map, reduce and filter lecture. Okay. Okay. So on that particular note, I'll say goodbye. Have a great night, and please try to revise everything what we have learned till now. Okay. Fine. So yeah, goodbye. Thank you. Thank you for attending. Cool. Fine. Bye.